What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be telling you my top 10 favorite games. Now, these games could be old games, newer games. However, I did not pick any games that were like 2020, late 2019 even, just because I didn't have enough, I don't have enough experience with them. I haven't played them enough. But, yeah, I don't have to have played them on the channel. I just have to have played them before in general. But, yeah, let's get right to it. Also, guys, I do want to give an honorable mention to Madden. It's not a good enough game, in my opinion, for it to make the top 10. It's not a bad game, though. It's an okay game. I don't know. I feel like they should do more with it, but it's okay. It could definitely be better, but it could definitely be worse. And I think that the gameplay's fun because it's shorter, but yeah, they could definitely do more with it, so that's why it really doesn't make it. And a lot of these games are very good, in my opinion, at least. Just a disclaimer before this list does start. These are my personal opinions, so do not get mad if, your favorite game isn't even on this list. I went off what I feel like, and if there's a game that I say bad things about that you like, I'm sorry, it's just my personal opinion, and everyone has their own personal opinions, so I just want you to keep that in mind before I start this video, so please do not blast me or other people in the comments. Thank you. Starting off this list at number 10, we have Pac-Man. So Pac-Man is kind of what I'd consider a retro game, and it's an old game, and I do really like it. I like mazes, and just the concept of it, eating dots and trying to escape ghosts. There's just something about it that I really do like, and I think it's a good game. Now, it is only number 10 because I don't, really love it. We have an arcade machine, actually, Pac-Man, although it is broken, but it's not my favorite, but it still is a very good game. Now, number 9, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. There isn't much to say here, other than there are a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's games. There are some, Sister Location is a funny game. I like Sister Location, it might be my favorite. FNAF 2 and Sister Location I do really like. I've played actually all of them, I believe, a little bit. Some are okay, some I don't, And there are some that I do really like. VR was a pretty good one. I managed to get to play that one on the channel. They also have all the Five Nights at Freddy's games on the PlayStation, but it's an okay horror game. The jump scares can get you, not always though, but overall I do like it. So next up at number 8 we have Slender: The Arrival. So Slender is a good old horror game, a classic one. Now, I've only played Slender: The Arrival. I played it on YouTube. That series was actually very fun for me. But I love the whole scene of it, being in the middle of the woods at night with this creature kind of chasing you. It's just, the concept is very scary. It's a very good game. However, there's some parts that I think are a little too hard, it's the part in the mines where you have to turn on the generators. Some parts I think are a little bit difficult and frustrating, but overall I'd say it's a very good horror game. And for number 8, it's kind of low, but I don't know, I couldn't really put it anywhere else, but yeah, solid game. Coming in at number 7, probably the biggest surprise here, we have Minecraft. Probably most of you are surprised that I put it this low, and yes, Minecraft is a great game. It has, tons of possibilities, whether you can build lots of things, big or small, but it's just, Bedrock has really, I feel like, ruined Minecraft for me. Now, don't get me wrong, Minecraft's still a good game, except just the little bugs and the little glitches are so annoying, and they happen so often that I can't put it anywhere else. I couldn't put it lower, but I couldn't put it higher. Now, it's just I loved Minecraft, but I feel like the Better Together update Bedrock, I feel like just kind of made it worse for me. Water physics have been broken. I talked about that in the Let's Build a City video. Just some of the physics have been broken, including swimming physics. You can't crouch underwater. I don't know if that's an aquatic thing, that might be. But some of the things have just been broken. You used to be able to, swim and just lay flat in a slab. Can't do that anymore. Which, that makes sense. But some of the things I feel like kind of broke, and I feel like it's not as enjoyable because I'm just frustrated with Bedrock all the time. And you can't go into one block gaps anymore with an Elytra. You just glitch through the block, which is annoying as well, but yeah, this one definitely took a lot of discussion, but it's hard to do that, but I gotta put it this low just because I just can't, and the skin's not loading. It happens every day. My skin doesn't load, so I have to load it up 2 times, and it still doesn't work sometimes. But, yeah, it's hard to put it this low, but I have to, because it's annoying to have to deal with. Now at number 6, we have Rocket League. So I just started playing Rocket League again recently, and it is really fun. The people are nice as well online. I haven't met many bad people. Most of them are very nice, and it's a fun game. It's a very good concept as well. Who thinks of driving cars around and hitting a giant soccer ball into a goal? It's crazy and it's fun, especially when you're good at it. I'm okay. And some of the things that happen are funny, like whenever you demolish someone and stuff. But it's a hard game, but I think that makes it more fun the more difficult it is. And I don't have a lot, honestly, to say other than it's a great game and I love it. It's fun to play. And, yeah. That is why it is just above Minecraft, because I wouldn't say that it's 100% better. It's just, I feel like it's got more to offer, and I don't know, all the different modes and stuff, and playing online is really fun. I've had some very interesting moments, which, hint, hint, you'll see in the future, or maybe you've already seen it, I don't know. Next up, we're halfway done. At number 5, it is MotorStorm. There are a ton of MotorStorm games, and I think 4, maybe 5, I'm not sure. I think I see 3 here, and we have one somewhere else, but MotorStorm's got a lot of games. The company, I think, is gone now, but they're great games. They're PS3 mostly, and it's a fun racing game. If you like racing games, I'd say this one's definitely a good one. It's PS exclusive as well, but I don't know, something fun. The Apocalypse one, which is the one shown here, I don't actually know. I'm guessing it'd be 3rd, but oldest, but I'm not sure. No, probably the youngest. But it's got some destruction and stuff, hence the name Apocalypse. And it's just a great game. I do like the racing part of it. You can be a monster truck, you can be a lot of things. There's lots of customization in it, and overall it's a pretty good game. Next up, we have number 4, and it is NHL. NHL's a good game. Sometimes random things happen that make no sense, like, I don't really have an example, but some glitches, some things. The morale thing that they had in NHL 20, I don't really like it. The morale meetings, they don't really, you can do the same thing, and half the time, sometimes it's frustrating, and sometimes it just doesn't make sense, but they're probably going to improve on that next year. It's a fun game. It frustrates me a lot, though, which is why it's as low as it is. But they have lots of different modes. They have more modes than Madden, and I think that the trade system is better in NHL, because I don't understand the Madden one very much. But I guess if you play Madden, the NHL one's probably more confusing. But I do think that they need more. Well, they have enough modes. Madden needs more modes to make it better, but overall, I do really like this game, and I think that it is a solid one. Although the custom players sometimes are dumb, how they just take over the league. So I think they need to die down on those a little bit. But other than that, it's a good game. Next up, number 3. This one might be more predictable than the rest. It's Hello Neighbor. So Hello Neighbor, the puzzles in this game were great. They were very difficult. However, when you solved them or you figured out what they were, they're very good. They're very clever. The first Hello Neighbor game is better than Hide and Seek, in my opinion. Hide and Seek is not bad. It's alright. And you saw when I made the series, those episodes, because I was just going through the playlist looking for a good image, which is the one that you're seeing right now. The episodes were so long. I had a lot that were over an hour, or a couple at least. And it's just, the game was fun. I loved the houses, the way they looked. And it's just, the concept is interesting. Breaking into your neighbor's house, I don't know, it's not like a typical game thing, I feel like. And it certainly is a good game. Just the way they made the story flow worked really nice, and the little secrets in there were good. And I'm excited to play Secret Neighbor, and also I'm excited for Hello Guest. So now, we got 2 left. Number 2, you have not heard of either of these games. Number 2, we have Burnout 3 Takedown. Now, I couldn't find a picture of Burnout 3 Takedown, just in general, because, well, I haven't played on the channel in the box like I did for MotorStorm. It's got a big sticker on the front, so that's not good. But as you know, I played Burnout Paradise Remastered on the channel. That's not nearly as good as Burnout 3 Takedown. Well, because Takedown's more, like, set. The path is set, you know what to do. And you don't even have, like, a drive-around area. There's just set levels, however, there's, like, I forgot what they called it, but a world tournament or something. And it's a lot more destructive than Paradise, because, well, I've crashed into a bus a few times and exploded. It's just, there's a lot more, it's much more funny. I don't really have a lot to say, but it's a fun game to play. And the takedown part's probably my favorite. But, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Again, this is a picture of Paradise Remastered, because I don't have one of Takedown, but I do really like it. It's an original Xbox game. I think that's the second oldest game on this list behind PAC-MAN. So, yeah, let's move on to number 1. Now, my favorite game of all time that I have played, at number 1, it is Portal 1 and 2. I like both of them. So both Portals are really good games. The second game's hilarious, lots of funny lines, and in both games the puzzles are very clever. Like, look at Hello Neighbor's puzzles. They're a lot harder to solve, but they're still good puzzles. But once you figure them out, they're kind of hard and you can't remember them. But Portal's puzzles are very clever. They're easier to solve. I can solve them. There are a couple puzzles that are difficult in Portal, but the whole story flows well. They did a really good job making the two games go together. The only thing that I do have to say is that GLaDOS does look a little bit different in the games, but that's just design, and the way that they just, like, made everything go together, it's great. Some of the lines are funny, the game's a good game, and I've played it a couple times, and it's very clever what they do, how they make everything work. Like, also, spoiler alert, they have a potato thing in the game, and GLaDOS gets turned into a potato. So, like, they just make everything work. They add something in the game that makes something possible, and they really just did a great job making this game work. And I used to not be able to solve Portal 1. I don't think I ever beat it until, like, this summer, or not this summer, during when it was, like, probably April or May, somewhere around there. But I've played the games multiple times. Some of the lines are hilarious. Some of them are good. And, yeah, we'll have a poll on the screen if you want me to play this game, because I definitely would. I would be up for it. And, yeah, it's my favorite game. Minecraft probably would be number 2 or number 1 right around Portal if it wasn't Bedrock. But Portal's just, there's something to it that makes it interesting and unique. Alright, so that's what I'm going to end this video. Again, there are 2 polls during this video, hopefully 2 if I add them both, but feel free to answer them. They're about games. But, yeah, if you have any other suggestions for top 10 lists, feel free to leave them in the comments, and let me know what your favorite game is in the comments as well. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!